Hi parents, I just wanted to talk to you today a little bit about reading books with children. As I'm sure you're all aware, it's really good to get children into the habit of sitting and looking and listening and reading. But sometimes this can be a little bit easier said than done, especially if your child isn't that interested and finds it quite tricky to sit still and to look, and they just want to be doing other things. So my little girl's not here, so I'm going to use a doll instead. What's really important is if they find it difficult, have them on your knee. Have them nice and cosy so that it's special bonding time. You might also want to choose a time of the day where you know they're maybe a bit more relaxed. Sometimes that might be early morning, so you might catch them maybe even before breakfast. I know with my little girl, it's the evenings where she tends to be a bit more relaxed. She's worn herself out during the day. So we do have books available throughout the day, but we tend to focus on them at night. So yeah, either you can hold them gently or you can have them next to you, probably on a bigger chair than mine, and just be soothing them. And you want to start with maybe a nice short book so that they're not having to sit and stay too long. And it may be that the first time you just look at pictures and you don't even read the words, and you might find children don't always want to go in the right order. That's fine. If they flip on and do that page and then go back to an earlier page, that's all okay. They don't have to do it in the right order. And if you're not reading the words, if you're just talking about pictures, then it doesn't matter. And as they get used to just handling and looking at books and looking through them, then you can maybe start to read some of the words. And you can look at storybooks, but you can also look at ones where there's just lots of pictures. And these are nice for letting the children choose which one they want to look at. So if they really like, say, transport, then they might choose to quite often look at the transport page, and that's fine. Let them have a look, and then you have a turn and you tell them which page you would like to look at, even if it's just for a couple of seconds, and then they can go back to their page and just keep building that up and showing different things. Eventually they might want to sit for a bit longer, so you can read longer stories. And again, sometimes you might just want to look at the pictures first and teach them some of the words that they might come across. This is always a good page because it's got lots on, but then you might start to try and read it with them. And then as they get older still, you can move away from short books to longer books. They don't always necessarily actually have more words, longer books, but there's more things to look at and find things on each page. See if you can talk about them. If your child loses interest, try and bring them back for just one more page. As I say, if they want to look at a page they've already looked at, that's fine, not a problem. And hopefully the more you do it, the more the child will get used to the routine, they'll get used to handling the books. If you know that they really enjoy animals, you might want to find lots of animal books for them to look at, but then start trying to introduce some of the books that you want them to look at. So it's not always just about them doing their own choice, that they're learning actually sometimes they have to do something else, but then they can look at their book. If they start to squirm, you can tickle them so they get, you can give them a, oh look, so point out something in the book that they might find exciting, and that hopefully might keep them engaged. And just don't worry if they run off, just get up, go and get them, bring them back and try again. If they run off again and they're really not interested, then leave it and try again later. And maybe, as I say, try again at a different time of the day. It might take you several attempts to work out when is the best for your child. Go with that. If you've got any other questions you'd like to ask me, then comment in the box below and subscribe, and I'll try and answer them in other videos. All right then, thanks very much for that. I'll see you later.